Hey guys, Mike here. Me and my brother going on a 5-day canoe trip, 4 nights. I just thought I'd go over some of my gear. I'll do mine first, that'll be part 1. My brother will come afterwards and he will go over what he has. Go through some of what I brought, what I didn't bring, and why. So first off, my bag is a Mech Slog 70 Deluxe. So it's 70 liters. Mech is Mountain Equipment Co-op. It's a Canadian company. It's very similar to REI in the US. It's basically just a big wet bag with straps, backpack straps. The deluxe just means that it has this internal frame here, so you don't have things poking in your back. It's a little bit stiffer. So I've used it probably 4 or 5 times now. It's a good bag. It's not too expensive, and it just keeps yourself dry. Okay, so everything is inside here. First off, I'll just pull everything out. I have a pair of shoes. I have a pair of wet shoes I wear during the day. There's just a pair of lightweight running shoes. For a night, it's just nice to have some dry footwear. I have my clothing bag. So this is a summertime trip. It's not that hot, it's not that cold. So I'll have shorts during the day, t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, a pair of socks, and I'll just bring a spare pair of shorts, a pair of pants, another long sleeve shirt, and my vest I use as a pillow. So in case it gets cold, it's not supposed to really get below 15 degrees Celsius. And maybe 25 to 30 during the day, so that's all my spare clothes. Liter of wine, always important for around the campfire. This is my sleeping pad. It's actually the inner part of the Thermarest Neo Air Dream, which is sort of a setup for car camping. But anyways, the inner part pulls out. It's very similar to all their Neo Air pads. This one's actually 30 inches wide and I think 80 inches long, so it's nice and big. It's heavier than some of the other ones, but you don't have to worry about rolling off of it either. Here is my food for the total trip. It's probably about 8 to 10 pounds. Breakfast, I'm just doing bars. Lunch is mostly snacks, so I have cheese, meat, more bars, granola mix, that kind of stuff. Dehydrated dinners. So I have pasta for 2 nights, and we did like a wieners and beans type of thing. First time I've dehydrated that, so we'll see how that goes. You'll see on the trip video if it turns out good or if it tastes like crap. I have a sit pad. This is fanning the fire, kneeling, whatever. It comes in use for about a million different things. Most of the sites in Algonquin, they have built-in benches, so you could use it to sit on, although I did bring a chair, which you will see. Poles for my tent. I'll go over that when I get the tent out. Sleeping bag. It's a Mech Mountain Equipment Co-op again. It's a Talon. It's -3, as you can see. It's pretty small. It's a -3 bag. It only weighs maybe a couple of pounds. It's probably too much for this trip, but it's actually the smallest and lightest bag that I have, so it's coming. In here I have a few of these little, they're just like silk nylon pouches, and this one has a belt knife. It's a Deering Boreal model. It's about 4 inches, 3/32. Also have toilet paper, that kind of stuff. Then I have another one. Possibles, toothpaste, deodorant, headlamp, all kinds of stuff, lighter, fire starter. This is a 9x9 or 10x10 silk nylon tarp. I actually poured it for my buddy Joe, so I'm not sure what size it is, but we're supposed to get some rain. So we're going in Monday to Friday. We're supposed to get some rain Wednesday or Thursday, so we will definitely be needing that. Here's the tent. It's a Big Agnes Fly Creek. It's the 2-person tent. It's about 2 pounds. I do have the fly with it as well. You can also set it up without the bug net. However, we're kind of late August, early September, so there probably still will be bugs. However, another few weeks I probably would not have brought it. For a pot, I have it tied up in a bandana. It's a MSR Titan kettle. Titanium. It's about 800 milliliters. It's nothing special. There's lots of those out there. The only bandana I could find was a pirate one, so I have a sweet pirate bandana just to keep, once you put this on the fire it gets all black, just to keep the black off of everything. Water filtration. So we have a Sawyer mini filter. So we can use this two options. I have this set up with a basically a camelback bladder. So you can fill this portion here with water. It's good for about 2 liters. You hang it from a tree. Got some paracord on there. And then it gravity filters through here. And we can put it into a water bladder similar to one of these. This is like a 2 liter. So it just hangs from the tree and the water just flows right in there. The second option is this also has a little mini bag, which is actually similar to this, but a little bit smaller. And it's called the Sawyer Squeeze. So you can actually put, it's about a ½ liter. You can squeeze it right through. Either you can drink it right from here, or I'll usually have an Nalgene with me. It's going to be hot, so we're going to be drinking lots of water. So that way we can quickly get water instead of having to wait. We can also get water from the boat that way as well. As far as the chair, it's a Helinox. I think it's a chair 1. They're sort of expensive. I guess they're about $100, but it's lightweight. After a long day of sitting in the canoe and humping your crap all over, it's nice to have some back support. Okay. Axe is a Grants Forest Scandinavian Forest axe. It's about 25 inches. The head's about 2 pounds. Usually, this is bigger than I would probably normally bring on most canoe trips. What I have brought in the past often, this is something that I made. The head is a 1 1/4 pound old Holtz Brooks head, and it's got a small forest axe handle on there from Grants Forest as well. So it's about 20 inches. Now, I actually weighed them before this trip. As you can see, there's a size difference. There should be about a pound difference between the two of them, but when I weighed them, it was really only about a ½ pound. So as you can see, the handle difference is only here. It's about a hand, and the head difference is only maybe a ½ pound. So it's only ½ pound heavier. So I figure for this trip, we're not covering too much distance. I'll bring the heavier axe. Normally, like the last trip I went with my buddy Joe, we did 90 kilometers in three nights. So here we're doing about 50, 55 kilometers in 4 nights, so not as big of a deal. Paddle, I have this. It's a Red Tail. It's made in Camelford, Ontario. Nothing special, just a canoe paddle. Recommend the company, it's good. Good Canadian made, Ontario made paddle. Life jackets, I just have this made by Mustang. It's just actually what I use at work often. It's nice because it has the mesh on the top, so it's good for paddling. It doesn't get in your way. This time of year I don't always wear it. It's so hot, but here in Canada you have to have one with you, and it's a good idea anyways. So for my camera, which I'm actually filming this with, it's a Nikon D5500. I have a little Joby Gorilla Pod, which is what we'll be bringing, but I also have this Pelican case. It's a 1400. It just allows me to, the camera's kind of new, so I can put it in here. I don't have to worry about getting wet. I don't have to worry about it getting smashed. It's heavy, but it's nice to know that my newish camera is not going to get destroyed. As far as equipment, that's all I'm bringing. Like I said, my brother will be going over his stuff. He'll have certain things that I didn't have, including saw and some of that other kind of stuff. So sorry about that. Camera shut off on me. Anyway, so the last thing I was going to say is we're heading south out of Smoke Lake, which is one of the 2 major put-ins. First night will be on Big Porcupine, and then we go to Harness Lake. The 3rd day will be shorter travel. We're only going to Kenneth, so that might only be 2 or 3 hours of travel. And the last day we're going to be staying on Little Island. So it'll be 4 nights. We're heading in on Monday, we're coming out on Friday. I did this route before with my buddy Joe. We did it in 3 nights. We skipped the Kenneth night, and it was a great trip. We had great sights, so that's kind of why we're repeating it, hoping to get the same kind of thing. So anyways, as I said, my brother will be following up, doing his gear, and that'll be the next video, other than the trip video in a few weeks. We'll see you then. Bye.
Hey guys, my name is Brian. I'm Mike's brother. Just gonna do a quick gear review for you for our upcoming 5-day trip in Algonquin. We'll get started. First up, first aid kit. I got some new shoes here, some Keen shoes. So I'm kind of looking forward to trying those out. I've been breaking them in over the past couple of days. Been pretty comfortable, so I'm not too concerned. Got a Cliff Bar ready to go for tomorrow morning for breakfast. Got a little neck thing. You can dunk it in the water and put it around your neck, cool yourself down. Pretty handy. I got my clothes here that I'm going to be wearing for tomorrow. Let's see, I've got just some ankle socks. They got a neat thing about these ones is they got a built-in liner. So you don't have to have two pairs of socks, a little better. So that's good. I got a quick dry Reebok shirt, quick dry underwear. I got some Fjallraven Keb trousers, gator trousers. So they have the zip off, which is nice. So I've got the rest of the pant in my clothes bags if I ever need to wear them at night if it gets buggy or cold or whatever. So I'll be rocking those. And I have an Eddie Bauer guide shirt. It's quick dry. It's got little vents in the back. If you roll up the sleeves, it's got a little button you can hold the sleeve up with. It's also UPF 50, I believe it is, so it's actually sunproof for you so you don't get burnt. I got my Nalgene, which I'll be rocking pretty much all the time for a liter of water. I'll be using Mike's filter system. We're going to split on a filter system. I got some mechanics gloves there for woodwork and stuff like that at night. I got my night shoes here. Pair of Morel simple shoes, just no sole, basically just nice and lightweight. I got a Patagonia rain jacket here. Packs up nice and light, which is good. Keep it at the top of my bag just in case. Got some toilet paper. You always need that just in case. Some wet wipes. I've got a 2-liter platypus in case we know we're going to be going a long time without being on the lake. If we've got a long portage or whatever, I'll fill up before we hit the portage. Try not to carry too much extra water. Got an Adventure Sworn buck saw. This is actually my brother's, but I'll be carrying it. Trying to split the load a little. So that'll be nice for bucking up the wood. My pot set I've got here is a stainless steel pot set. I've got a Snow Peak spork, titanium spork. In my cook set, I've got a Pelican headlamp. I've got a little mini Bic lighter in there. And I've also got the Snow Peak stove here with a light my fire in there, so that will be good. I'll put that back together. Clothing. This is my clothing. I've got a pair of long johns in here just in case, you never know, somebody falls in the water, gets cold or whatever late at night. Got an extra shirt in here, 3 pairs of socks, the rest of my Keb gator trousers, as well as a pair of shorts and an extra pair of underwear. In this bag here, I've got a whole bunch of toiletries. I've got some Imodium, you never know. I've got some Rub A535. I've got some bug stuff, Tylenol, whole assortment of things. Toothbrush, all that stuff. Next, got my pillow / down vest. It's from Mountain Equipment Co-op. My brother already explained Mountain Equipment Co-op. So that's kind of a 2-in-1, which is really nice. My sleeping bag. It's from Mech as well. It's a 0 bag down. Should be plenty for this trip. I got my tent. I got poles and the tent in here. This is the North Face Triarch 1. I have the same sleeping pad as Mike. It's 30 inches wide. This tent is actually only 29 inches wide, which is a little tight, but it's actually kind of good because I'll never fall off my sleeping pad, which I always seem to do. So this is a new tent for me actually for this trip. So it's about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. So I'm pretty stoked to try that out. It'll be good. I got my Condor basic 5-inch. Let's get a little knife. So I'll have that just in case, scoop around at night. The same chair as Mike, the Hill and Ox Chair 1. I have a bit of a bad back, and so it's just, to me, this is worth its weight in gold. At the end of a long day, paddling, portaging, all that, I can set it up, sit my fat ass down and relax before I go ahead and do anything else to set up camp. It's kind of nice. And then all that's left, well, I got my sleeping pad in there, but I'll just leave that in there. Kind of wedged in there. This is my food. I've got pasta for 2 nights, and I've got wieners and beans for 2 nights. We'll see how the wieners and beans turns out. I've got some random little things of peanut butter in there to snack on. I've got pepperettes. I've got granola bars. I've got Ritter Sport bars. I've got a whole bunch of good snacks in there. So that'll be good. Should carry me through. Got the same life jacket as Mike I'll be using. I still have to split this down into a water bottle, but I'm going to be bringing some Jameson's Irish whiskey. Good stuff. Camera gear. We'll go over that quickly. This is an old Black's tripod. I got my mother's. I use it every once in a while. It's not the lightest thing, but it's what I have, so it'll be nice for filming. And in here I've got the Nikon D5300, and I've got a Sigma 18-200 lens on it. Not the lightest case, but like Mike said, our cameras are pretty new, so we're trying to keep them fairly protected. I've also got 2 spare batteries in here to help us with our filming. So that's all the gear, and I'll see you guys on the trail.
Hey guys, Mike here. Me and my brother are about to go on a 5-day canoe trip, 4 nights. I thought I'd go through some of the stuff I'm... Fuck.